Mickey Dickey, and I'd like to reply to a question from one of my comments on a previous video that I did, which is a great question, by the way. And the answer to the question, can a company cut dividends? The answer is yes. Is it easy? Again, depends on your definition of easy. But that's one of the reasons why you don't want to chase dividends. I mean, there are some companies out there that pay really, really high, and a lot of times they don't hold up. Part of the reason for that is high dividends are normally akin to a stock that's maybe broken and has gone down significantly, and to the point where, maybe it's going out of bankruptcy, or maybe it's going to cut the dividend. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that. So, keep that in mind when you're looking at some stocks. And when you're building out a dividend portfolio, and I say portfolio because it shouldn't just be with stocks. There are mutual funds that pay dividends. There are ETFs that pay dividends. I mean, there's some mutual funds and ETFs that, have consistently paid 7, 8, 9% dividends that are long term. And again, not that an ETF or mutual fund can't cut their dividend, but typically speaking, in an ETF or mutual fund, you've got multiple different stocks inside those that are bonds that all would have to be cut in order for those to go backwards. So not that it can't be done. The other thing on individual stocks is you're building out a portfolio. Again, talk to a financial advisor. Most of us have been around and doing this for a long period of time. We know the stocks that have, and mutual funds and ETFs that have done a very good job of, paying the dividends and not cutting them. If you're doing it on your own, go back to difficult times like '08 and, when COVID hit, because there were stocks that actually cut dividends during those times because they ran into some financial problems. And if you have stocks and you have dividend or ETFs and mutual funds paying dividends that didn't cut during, '08 and during COVID, the odds are much better that those are not going to be cutting down the road as well. But again, you want to build a diversified portfolio, not just an individual stock. Like I was saying before, I'm not necessarily advocating putting all money into one specific stock, but have 10, 15, 20 different stocks. So I mean, you're talking about all of them having to cut their dividends at the same time in order for this to be a problem. But there's other ways to manage portfolios like that too. There are programs that I've used for my clients over the years where we've used dividend paying stocks and dividend paying mutual funds and ETFs and rotated them in and out and sold them at specific times in order to not run into this particular problem. So hope that clarifies it. Dickie out.